Hi, I'm Edwin, lead trainer for the KOPS. Mr. Forte and I would like to welcome all of you to KOPS University. We hope you come in and try our free 6-week program designed to teach you how to move a little bit better. We have a 4-point blueprint for success. First, we'll move in 3D. Second, we'll learn the basic movement patterns. Third, we'll learn the language used to talk about and describe our bodies. And fourth, we'll take what we learn and share with our friends and family so all have a chance to be as healthy as we are too. KOPS, superheroes shaping super kids. So the first movement in our mobility program is the 3D lunge matrix. Almost every sport or every activity that you could possibly do requires some form of lunging, whether it be forward or backward, side to side, or in the transverse plane with rotation. So we're going to go ahead and try to cover each of those various planes of motion so you get exposed to how the body moves in all different directions. So first we're going to go anterior and posterior, which is in the sagittal plane, forward and back. So let's go ahead and do that, Tyler and Jana. Let's go forward with the right leg. Okay, we'll bring it back to the center. Let's go forward with the left leg and back to the center. Let's step back with the right leg and bend the right knee. There it is, and let's reach back and through. Excellent. Back to the center. Step back with the left leg. Reach back and through. Looks good. Let's go to the right side now. So we'll all move to our right side. Excellent, looks good. Let's go to the left side. Okay, that looks good too. Let's go left foot over the right foot. So we're going this way. That looks good. And now let's go right foot over the left foot. Okay, pretty good. Now we got to go behind. So the left foot behind the right foot. Left foot behind the right foot. We're going that way, Tyler. Left behind the right. There it is, good. And now the other side, right behind the left. Okay, pretty good. And now we got to open up to the right. So let's step back. Excellent. And now the left. And back. And let's do it one more time just to reinforce it. So forward with the right. Looks good. Forward with the left. Good. Let's go back with the right. And stretch. Okay, looks good. Back with the left. And reach. You got it, Jana. That was right. Left leg back. There it is. Back to the center. Let's go to the side. Looks good. Left side. Looks good. Here comes the toughies. Left over the right. Let's go this way. Okay, looks good. Right over left. Looks good. Left behind right. Let's go back to the right. This way. There, it's okay. Good job, Jana. Right behind left. All right, last one. Let's open to the right. Good. And open to the left. And we're done. And that's the 3D lunge matrix. All right, our next movement in the mobility program is the squat matrix. Squat matrix is really valuable because for any sport or any kind of activity, we typically have to be in a lot of different positions with our feet. Sometimes a fighter may have to be here, a baseball player, a basketball player may have to be here in a defensive position, a skier may have to be here, side to side, going down a slope. So we want to try to cover all of those different positions that we get our feet into. And that really is the purpose of the squat matrix. So let's go ahead and do a few squats in our squat matrix. Let's start with our feet pointed straight ahead. We're going to do 2 reps in our video here, but I want you to go ahead and perform 5 in the program, okay? So let's start straight ahead in neutral. Yep, feet pointed straight ahead is neutral. Okay, so 2. And let's turn our feet out really, really wide to create a lot of space, challenge our hip flexibility. Okay, and we'll go down, drive those knees out. Good. You want to keep your back fairly straight if you can as you go through. Okay. And now let's turn our feet inward a little bit, kind of like a cyclist squat a little bit more. And let's go ahead and go down for 2. Good. Okay, and now let's go ahead and stagger our feet. So right foot in front of the left, kind of like that fighter position. And we'll go down and do 2. Okay. And then lastly, we'll put the left foot in front of the right, and we'll go ahead and we'll go down and do 2. So go ahead and do 5 in each position, and that's the squat matrix. The next move in the mobility program is the 3D balance matrix. Balance is the foundation upon which strength and power are built. No matter which sport you may compete in or what you do in your daily life, it requires some level of balance. So moving in all those different planes of motion, especially on one leg, exposes the knee and hip joints to a lot of the loads that they experience when we play sports. So we're going to go ahead and do this balance matrix and move in all planes of motion and kind of assess how we do on one leg. That'll help us keep from falling over and help us keep from getting injured. With the balance matrix, we're going to go ahead and start on the right leg. We're going to again move sagittal plane, anterior and posterior, in the frontal plane side to side, and then we're going to rotate in the transverse plane. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's do it on the right foot first. Left foot's ideally going to stay off the floor, but we're going to go ahead and tap the first time through. So let's tap forward with the left foot. Let's tap back with the left foot. Let's tap to the side with the left foot, across the right foot with the left foot, and then back and open tap towards that wall with the left foot. Okay, let's stay on the same leg, and now let's not tap. So right leg forward, left leg goes forward, left leg goes back. Oh, left leg out to the side, try to keep your foot off the ground. Left leg across the right foot, Tyler's dancing. Open up that left foot, oh, Edwin's dancing. And then one more time through, forward and back. So far Jana's the only one not dancing. And then out to the side. Tyler, I see you dancing over there. And then open. All right, let's do the other leg, pretty darn good. Okay. Let's stand on the left foot, let's tap forward, let's tap back, let's work to the side here, tap, across the left foot, tap, and open to the right side towards the wall and tap. And now let's eliminate our taps, okay? So forward, no tap, back, no tap, out to the right side, no tap, across the left foot, pretty good. We're not dancing as much this time. And one more time. Whoa, there's some dancing, there's some dancing. Spoke too soon. Forward and back and side. Hang in there, Jana, you're doing great. The soccer players excel. And back. Whoa. And that's it for the 3D balance matrix. So the next move in our mobility program is the karaoke. And actually my two all-stars here have already done it because they both play soccer, and it's a great movement for soccer. It's a great movement to get your hips and trunk integrated and get you rotating as much as possible. So when you do it, I also want you to keep in mind we want as many working parts as possible, as many parts moving as possible. So really get those arms cranking too as you get your hips and pelvis rotating, okay? So let's go ahead and get going. That's good. Try to stay in a straight line as much as you can. Think about one leg coming over the top of the other. Get those arms rotating, Jana. Good. Let's go back. More arms, more arms. There we go. Should be like we're dancing. And one more time. Let's go back to the camera. Move those arms. Excellent. Rest. And that's the karaoke. Our next move in the mobility program is the 3D jumping jack. I want you to have fun. I want you to get a little crazy with this. We need to move in all planes of motion, and we're going to go ahead and abandon this traditional normal jumping jack. We're going to move sagittal plane, frontal plane, maybe even twist a little bit. If you get lost, that's okay. Just keep jumping. The whole goal or point of this is just to get you moving in multiple planes of motion with as many body parts moving as possible. So let's go ahead and start with the traditional jumping jack though. So we'll go here, kind of frontal plane. And if you're doing it along with us, I want you to work for a minute. So it doesn't matter what you do, work for a minute. Okay, now let's go sagittal plane. Pretty good. And now let's go arms in the middle, legs going out. We'll change it. And now let's go here to the side. It's pretty good. We'll jump side to side. And we can twist with it. And rest. And that's our 3D jumping jack matrix. Have fun. Our next move is a forward bend to a back bend. And really our objective or our goal here is to help teach you how to stretch out the anterior hip joint and also to stretch backwards and stretch out your lower back. The move looks a lot like you're doing the limbo, if you've ever seen that, where someone's going under a pole and they're trying to get as low as possible. Jana's got a great limbo position there, so we're gonna try to copy what Jana's doing a little bit and try to get there. So we take a base a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. We're gonna bend down and try to touch the floor. You can bend your knees a little bit if your hamstrings or your back of your legs are really tight. And then let's go ahead and stand up. We'll put the hands on the hips and let's bend backwards as far as we can. And you need to allow your knees to bend to get you there. That's okay, Tyler. And then let's go back down and try to stretch a little further forward. Maybe walk our hands out a little more, or get the palms a little flatter. And then stand back up again into that back bend. All right, good balance this time. One more time to the center. We'll stretch out. Good, really stretch out the back of the legs, the lower back. Okay, and then back up. Back bend one more time again. Okay, and now let's take it and let's do a little side reach too. So we'll reach around to the back side of the right leg. Excellent. And let's bend the left knee and get that pelvis moving a little bit. More parts working, always better. And then back up, back bend again. Good. And then to the left side, same thing. Let's get that pelvis moving, bend the knee. Good job. Good job, Jana. Good, Tyler. And then back up and back bend one more time. All right, and that's our forward bend to back bend. Great stretch for the lower back. The next move in our mobility program is the prone pelvis mobilization. And our goal in the prone pelvis mobilization is to really expose you to all the different positions that we may get into in a push-up position and all the directions that your pelvis can move and mobilize. So let's go ahead and get into that. We'll start by going anterior and posterior, or forward and backward. So we'll go down for 5 and then back up, driving the heels down onto the floor to stretch the calves, and back down, stretch the abdominals. We're only gonna do 5 in each position, but if you're at home doing this, I want you to do 10 in each position. So back and forth, okay? And now we're gonna go side to side. So get back to level, Tyler. There it is. Side to side, Jana. Pretty good. Keep the weight on the balls of the feet. And then lastly, let's rotate. So right side down, left side down. Good. Good. Remember, we want 10 total in each position. And rest. The next move in our mobility program is the prone alternating stepper. It's designed to really get the hips open and moving. It's great for a fighter, a swimmer, any kind of athlete which does something in a prone position. So let's go ahead and get on the floor, and I'm gonna have you do 20 reps at home. We're just gonna do 5 on each side for our purposes today to demonstrate. So let's get in a push-up position. Let's go right leg forward first, and we can bend the left knee and pull it down towards the floor. Good, chest up, Jana. Okay, and then let's switch. Other leg out, excellent. And really pull the pelvis down to the floor, and switch. Excellent, good job. Let's keep working, just keep alternating. Good, let's do a few more. Really mobilize those hips, lower back and abdominals. Let's do one more and then we'll rest. All right, and that completes the prone alternating stepper. Next and final move in our mobility program is the lower body twist. It's a really great movement to stretch out the spine and rotation and to get you to start thinking about integrating and isolating rotation in your upper and lower half. So this will be a good movement to get you thinking about how to rotate your lower body and your spine. So let's go ahead and lay on our backs. We're gonna turn around and face the other way to demonstrate this. Okay, and we'll start with the knees bent first, and we'll just go to the right, okay? So we'll take our knees and go to the right arm. We'll keep our head down. Good. And we'll just do about 4 reps to the right side. One more. And now let's go to the left and do the same. So knees going to the left arm. You got it, looks pretty good. 2 more. Okay, and now let's go ahead and kick out to make it a little tougher. So we'll bend and then we'll kick the legs out to the right. So bend down towards the floor and kick out. There it is, Jana. Let's see it, Tyler. Okay, a little tougher. One more to the same side. Okay, and now let's switch. Other side. So bend and kick out. Good. One more. Excellent. And that completes the lower body twist.